What's your favorite conspiracy theory? Title says it all. What's the one conspiracy theory that you just enjoy researching? I personally love any conspiracy Denver airport related. I don't know why. Maybe because it's such a highly visible place with all of those oddities. The horse. The murals. The tunnels. The other weird art. The size of it. The shape of it. It's a great rabbit hole. As per their website, there's a big renovation going on, but the murals will be back when it's finished. I wouldn't mind going out there to see them at some point. Anything to do with Antarctica. Agatha, Hollow Earth, Admiral Byrd, Piri Rice map. The Las Vegas shooting. Route 91 uncovering the cover-up. Mindy Robinson on YouTube is a good watch. Votes count. That Queen Elizabeth ordered the Princess Di hit. Any posts labeled deleted or removed. Epstein. Just because it's the most obvious. Everyone is just fine not knowing who is on the tapes. That UFO are not from space at all, but rather are relics from some pre-Ice Age advanced civilization. So an Indiana Jones type was poking around somewhere and stumbled on what was effectively a pre-historic car park. They have been trying to get the cars running ever since and have been successful in a number of cases in reverse engineering the technology. That the Titanic was actually its sister ship, the Olympic. White Star Line purposely sank the ship to recoup insurance money after the Olympic was badly damaged in an accident. Simulation theory. You don't want to believe it, but every year or so we discover something new in physics or space. That just gives it more weight. When you look into the speed of light and how that translates to the read-write speed of the universe is when it really gets interesting. Then learning how the patterns of energy flowing through space virtually mimics neuron pathways of the human brain. To the point where if you just hold both images up to somebody, they are likely to guess wrong when trying to figure out which one is from human anatomy and not spatial energy patterns. 9/11 being an inside job. Boston bombing false flag. Underrated IMO. The idea that humans were brought here from other parts of the galaxy on the moon and this is a prison planet. We are being energetically harvested and tricked into reincarnating over and over again so they can harvest us continually. The Challenger shuttle disaster was faked and all 7 astronauts went on to live in various other professions. That Oswald was attempting to shoot the governor and a rookie Secret Service agent negligently discharged their weapon which actually killed JFK. My evidence for this? The AR-15 had just been adopted as the Secret Service duty rifle prior to JFK's death, and was immediately retired as the duty rifle after. And they didn't allow anyone to check the rifle in the vehicle following the president. The one about Iraq having weapons of mass destruction and being able to deploy them against the UK in 45 minutes. The official story of 9/11 and how so many seem to believe it. Aliens are interdimensional entities trying to interface with humans, brainwash and control them. That's why all the suspected people of power are always smiling and giddy. Build this. Build that. Build the intercollider. Open the wormhole. Let's us in. We're friendly little guys. Alex Jones. MK Ultra. It opens the door and connects the strings to so many others. The one that got Alex Jones in trouble. Anything related to hiding space science physics knowledge from us. Especially wormholes. The Kazayef mirrors are a favorite. Things like that. I love the idea of a global consciousness connecting us with energy, and that we may have the ability to use that to advance our society. Paul McCartney died in '66 and was replaced. The moon landings. They got everyone fooled. Secret space program S started during or immediately after WW2 with secret Nazi and US technology. I can only imagine how many worlds or bodies we have secretly colonized out there. For decades now. The powers that shouldn't be who rule the world have irrefutable proof that God exists, but they have been deceived into worshipping Lucifer as God and believe only the illuminated should be allowed. No. The JQ. IDK if it's my favorite, but the Bimini Road stuff has my interest lately. Anyone have any good links? Toss them my way. Antarctica is probably my favorite. I can't say geoengineering because it's not a conspiracy. That's a matter of fact. Denver Airport is my comfort conspiracy. It's a little wacky and zany. And I could choose to ignore the dark stuff. I love anything mind control related or Masons. Because that also tends to have ritualistic satanic abuse and horrific abuse on children. I have to take month-long breaks from it. Since becoming a parent, I am extremely sensitive to child abuse, as in I can't read much without getting mad or crying. Australia and Finland aren't real. Australia just a scam by the British to murder their excess population without hurting anyone's feelings. Finland. A collusion between the Russians and the Japanese to hide large parts of the Baltic Sea from the world so they can have a monopoly on fishing there. X200b. Edit no time from Australia. Even though I don't believe it, I'm fascinated by flat earth theory. Something about it just makes me so fascinated by it and the people that believe in it. Only the real one. There is a cabal of powerful individuals that make decisions on how to influence society into a certain direction that is desirable for them. And you will never know their names because they own MSM in nearly every country on the planet and will never be covered. Denver Airport Gang. Even if it isn't true, it's just a perfect theory. Makes complete sense. If an underground apocalypse refuge for the powerful were to exist, under Denver International Airport is exactly where you would put it. Central continental location and away from the main U.S. population density on either coast. Checkmark. Overly large for its original traffic numbers. Checkmark. Extensive alleged underground workings. Checkmark. Weird cryptic murals and artworks. Checkmark. WMDs in Iraq. We are the aliens. JFK. The parasite pill. The Philadelphia experiment. That the Highway of Tears missing women cases will never be solved because it's the RCMP abducting Native women to be feasted upon by soul-sucking elites high up in Canadian politics and the Catholic Church. Not my fave. It's awful, but the most important one is Pizzagate. That Reddit is absolutely full of bots constantly manipulating the stats, and it's only the influence of the real ones that are keeping real shit alive. The weather manipulation. The purposeful rewriting of history. Humans' origin. Spirituality. The cabals. The control of information. All conspiracies related to these topics are my favorite. Biden family corruption. Oh wait. Joe Biden is mentally fit. That the LHC has created a black hole that we've been sucked into or created parallel universe. Reality. Megalithic structures, space and religion. The story of the Count of Saint-Germain.